Hey guys, it has been quite a while since I've made a YouTube video, and especially a long time since I've actually talked about something. So I have been working in residence life for the last year and a half, and I've learned a lot. I worked in residence life as an RA for 3 years in undergrad, and so now coming up on like 5 years working in residence life, I was like, why don't I make a video talking about my experiences and just sharing that with you guys on my YouTube channel. So this video is just going to be about my experience working in residence life. I hope you enjoy. So honestly, I didn't really think that I was going to work in residence life as a professional staff member, especially after undergrad, and yeah, it just really wasn't what my interest was. It really wasn't it isn't where I thought my journey would take me, but nevertheless, here I am, and I've been able to learn a lot. I think that we take these paths and they lead us to where we need to be. And so I firmly believe that God placed me in this position, in these moments, so that I could learn. I think that I for sure needed to learn a lot about myself, and that has been what my professional journey has been like. A lot of self-discovery and a lot of self-learning. So I started as a residential assistant in 2017 at East Carolina University, and now I work as a professional staff member as a community director here at the University of Oregon. I fully think that my undergrad experience taught me so much, and I learned so much that it helped me to navigate this journey, the current journey that I'm on as a community director. I was able to rely on so many of the processes that I learned, some of my training that I had as an RA. I was really able to pull that, and it really has helped me in my time being a community director here. My RA experience, I found it to be super rewarding. Seeing people grow and develop from the time that they were freshmen to the time that they graduated. It's really nice that I created those relationships. So now I'm seeing people get married and having babies. I see them graduating with their master's degree, getting into med school, dental school. Like, it is really beautiful to see, and I'm really proud of all of the people that I was able to see them at the start of their journey, and it's really wonderful to see them even now. So honestly, if you would have asked me in 2020 if I would still be working in residence life in 2024, my answer for sure would have been no. I really enjoyed my experience, but I was ready for my next chapter. I was ready to really find my niche, and graduating during COVID did not help. So then I went to grad school. And as I was graduating grad school again, I was struggling to find a job in the field that I truly want to be in. And I realized that why don't I use my experience in residence life to give me the tools and the expertise to eventually get into the field in which I would really love to work. So that's exactly what I did. I started applying to jobs working in residence life, and there have been a lot of challenges, but also some good things that have happened. I've been able to hone in on my skills. I've been able to do some wellness programming, which has been so much fun, event planning, navigating conversations with people, doing some coaching, some advising, some mentoring to people. And those are all things that I really love to do, and I'm really appreciative that I've been able to do these things. So when I think about my RA experience, I absolutely loved it. It's a place where I learned how to put roots in a place and really get connected on campus, it's where I started to learn how to use my voice, how to speak up, public speaking. And the role eventually led me to working up the confidence to compete in my very first pageant. So I then competed in a Miss ECU pageant, and it was so much fun. And I really thank the RA experience for building me up and instilling such wonderful things in me that I was able to take out into the world. And so now when I think about the current students that I work with, I'm always telling them, like, there's so many transferable skills. Like, you just have to be the author of your own story, making those connections. And I tell my students, my current students, this all the time, and now I'm telling you, whatever experience you have, always look for those transferable things that you can use to build your future, you know, because you're the author of things in your life. Being an RA, there were some really high, great moments, but there were also some very low moments as well. Some low moments that were very scary. My first year as an RA, I found one of my residents passed away, and that really hit me deeply. Because I really cherished the relationships that I was creating with all of my residents, and I looked at them as little sisters. Like, I always told them, look at me as a big sister, and when you do something wrong or you do something against policy, I have to tell our metaphorical parents, which would have been the coordinators of the hall, the directors of the hall. And that was something that I really felt charged with, and it's how I navigated the RA space. With those challenges, it really taught me how to walk alongside someone that is struggling, someone that may be struggling academically, somebody that may be struggling with their health, may that be mental health or physical health. It really taught me a lot about those things, and it really showed me that it's a community of people that are able to help people when they are struggling, and that I don't have to be the sole person that is there to help them. And that really stuck out to me a lot in the RA role. And now, as I am a professional staff member in the world of residence life, I've really seen that even more so. I'm one piece of the pie. There's so many people out here that are willing to help the students, and my job is to get them connected. Something that I really enjoyed with working as an RA and now as community director are the event planning moments. I love planning the events. I love putting things together, especially ones that tie to my passions in life. So I've done events where I hosted like yoga and Zumba in the halls and gave out healthy snacks. I did that as an RA, and now as a professional staff member. I also did this like Hamchella series this week because the name of the hall is called Hamilton Hall. And each week for the first 4 weeks was a different event. I incorporated my passions of health and wellness. I incorporated stress relief with some slime. I love the musical Hamilton, so I also had them watch Hamilton while we're in Hamilton Hall. And then I gave out ice cream and study tips. At each event, I had over 50 people attend, which was a great accomplishment to myself. And it really means a lot that I was able to connect with so many students here at the University of Oregon. I really enjoyed doing these programs when I was an RA as well. I took those moments to really connect with people, have conversations with people, and I really saw it as a time where the residents could see that I care about them. I want them to succeed, and they could see my effort in the programs and how they were presented and put on as me caring for them and their well-being and wanting to create a positive experience for them. So now that I'm thinking a little bit more, I think that when I was an RA, I did a lot of learning of the why does residence life matter? Why do we have RAs and community directors and coordinators? Why do we have these people? Why do we have a care and conduct process? And now on the flip side, I've learned how to fully implement it, that there's a deeper meaning, that there's a deeper why, and I've really been able to connect people and they just fully grasp the magnitude of residence life professionals, our work, and our why. I've really seen and had conversations where I was able to get people on better paths and how those conversations. So when I think a little bit deeper about all of this, I also think about how I've navigated my RA experience and my professional staff member experience at PWIs. I went to school and did undergrad at a PWI where it was much more diverse. I could see lots of people that looked like me, not only students, but I also saw people working there that looked like me. And now fast forward to my professional experience, I see very little people that look like me, very little people of color. There are days when I go and I don't see anybody that is a person of color, or if I do see them, I can count them on one hand. And with that, it led me to feel a lot of things, actually. And I mean that in a sense of when I do come across students that are other people of color, especially Black students, they come up to me and they're like, oh my goodness, somebody Black works here at the University of Oregon, or they are just so happy to see me. And with that, it shows me that my representation does matter, like being here does matter, and all of those things, it makes me see that my being here does matter. And so a lot of times I do it for the students. Like, I want to see them happy, healthy, and thriving, and any chance that I can be a positive role model for anybody, but especially those that look like me or we share and like similar identity, I'm all for it, because I understand the struggles and barriers that we have to getting into these positions, these spaces, and these places. But even more so, one of the bigger things that I realized is that just how the students were able to look at me and see the representation, it also reminded me of when I was a student. I saw a few community directors or coordinators come through and they looked like me. I was able to look at them and I was like so inspired just by the way that they carried themselves, the way that they were in these spaces being authentically themselves, and they poured and they continue to pour so much into me, and for that I am so grateful. But I think the biggest struggle that I've had since working here at the University of Oregon is I had to learn that I had to be my own cheerleader. I had to pour into myself as well. Like back home and where I came from, I had so much outside influence of people pouring into me. I would see them on the daily, they're pouring into me. And here I was doing so much of pouring out that I forgot to pour into myself. And so, but I also didn't fully know how to pour into myself, so I also had to learn that as well. And that in itself has also been rewarding. Not only that I've been able to pour into others, but I've been able to pour into myself. And I'm really proud of myself for that, because that is really, really hard. I've been yapping a lot, and I also want to take some time to just share some photos, videos from my time as an RA and my time as a professional staff, because it's been super rewarding and I'm really appreciative for all of the experiences that I've had thus far.
Extra.
What?
Oh, Anna. So, all in all, this is literally just the tip of the iceberg with, it's literally just the tip of the iceberg with my experience working in residence life as an RA and now as a community director. There's so much more that I could say. I could go in depth in so many things, but all in all, I'm thankful for where the journey has led me to, and I'm excited to see where I go in the future. But yeah, thanks for listening to me yap about my experiences. I hope you enjoy, and if I leave you with anything, you can't pour from an empty cup. Don't be afraid to step out and do things. And it's always interesting that when you make a plan, God also has a plan. And I can promise you that His plan is so much greater than anything that you could ever ask for, think, or imagine. So I'm so appreciative for Him just lining things up for me and putting me in the position that I'm in today. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.